Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we're going to be going over three different things. We're going to be going over the collection sets and their current cycles. We're also going to go over the daily challenges, first the list mode, and then we're going to follow that up with extensive detail. And then what we're also going to do is go over Madame Nazar's location so that you guys can make as much money as possible, as much gold as possible, then make sure that you guys can sell everything to Madame Nazar. Alright, I do want to quickly just point out something that I talked about yesterday, and that is about the change to my videos. Now, it was recommended specifically by YouTube that I try this for a while, so if you guys are thumbs downing it, then you need to talk to YouTube about it. And if you guys want a further explanation of why we've decided to actually do this and why it was actually recommended to me, I would gladly and be happy to actually talk to you guys about that in a separate video. Now, I know that there's a lot of other content creators that are currently struggling with some of this stuff, and that's actually why I reached out to YouTube. And I spent it was about 4 hours one session, and it was about 3 hours another session, just coming up with ideas that we could do, and ultimately, this is what they suggested. So, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So anyway, let's go and talk about the different collection sets and their current cycles first. But if you guys are enjoying these videos, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. A like definitely goes a long way here on the channel. It shows your love and support of the videos. It tells me that you want me to continue making the videos. And honestly, it just helps me really grow here on YouTube. You already clicked on the video, so you might as well go ahead and do those three things that I already just talked about. But let's get back into the collection sets and their current cycles. I'm going to be talking about everything that involves using the field shovel. So if you guys have the field shovel and know what I'm talking about, otherwise if you don't, then leave a comment down below because I'd love to be able to help you guys out if you guys don't quite understand the field shovel change to Red Dead Online. But this is going to affect things like the fossils, which will be a part of cycle number 3. We have the lost jewelry, which will be a part of cycle number 6. The arrowheads at cycle number 1. We have family heirlooms at cycle number 2. And coins at cycle number 2 as well. Now, the next 4 sets that I'm about to go over, you don't even need to be a collector at all in order to collect them. But you do need to be a collector in order to sell them. So I definitely recommend that you guys get that collector bag because this is how you're going to make the most amount of money here in Red Dead Online is by doing that collector role. So this is going to be everything like the American Wildflowers, which there's 3 sets that you can collect every single day. That's going to be a part of cycle number 6. We have the tarot cards at cycle number 1. We have the antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 4. And the bird eggs also at cycle number 4. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the daily challenges. We're going to quickly go over the list mode, and then we're going to follow that up with extensive detail. So let's go ahead and do that right now. The daily general challenges, we got 1 finished showdown in any showdown series. We got 29 player enemies eluded, 3 player kills with a pistol in free roam events, 2 seagulls plucked. We've got 1 visited a shop in Valentine, 1 visited Katora Springs, and then 3 weapons cleaned with gun oil. The bounty hunter role, we got 1 bounty hunt completed with 5 or more minutes left. We got 3 bounty targets brought in, 3 bounty targets lassoed from horseback. The trader role, we got 20 carcasses donated within a 10-minute period, 3 donated deadly predator carcasses or skins. We got 6 large animal carcasses donated to crypts. The collector role, we got 1 antique alcohol drunk, 2 collectibles found with a metal detector, and then 3 lost jewelry found. Then the Moonshiner role, we got a distance of 48.27 by Moonshine Wagon while on a mission. 2 Moonshine of preferred type sold to a buyer. And then 4 Moonshine served to other players at a bar. And then the Naturalist role, we got 7 crafted or cooked at a wilderness camp. 3 desert animal samples taken. And then 2 hardy tonics used when too hot or too cold. Alright, so you guys had the opportunity of earning 11 gold bars every single day. 5 gold bars from the daily general challenges, 6 gold bars from the daily role challenges. In order to get 11 gold bars, there's 2 requirements. Number 1 is to make sure that you've completed at least 1 daily challenge from any category for 21 days in a row. Now, this is real 21 days, not in-game 21 days. And then you want to make sure that you've purchased all of the roles and then be at least a rank 10 in each of those roles, and then you'll have access to 15. I like doing the roll challenges just because I think they're a little bit easier, and honestly, you get to pick and choose which ones work for you. And what do I mean by that? Well, you have access to, like I said, 15 every single day, and you only have to complete 9. You can only complete 9, so pick the 9 that are the easiest for you to go ahead and complete. All right. The daily general challenges, we're going to be finishing a showdown in any showdown series. As long as you start any of the showdowns, you could do a quick join. You could do it through the main menu before you even log in. It's up to you. And then that way, you guys will actually go ahead and get that one completed. You don't have to get any kills. You just have to participate, and you're going to get this one. So you're going to get 0.1 gold bars for completing it, some money, and then also get that daily challenge out of the way. The other PvP one right here is going to be 3-player kills with the pistol and free roam events. So that's going to be like Cold Dead Hands, Railroad Baron, or even Dispatch Rider are probably some of the best ones to participate in other player kills. We have 20 non-player enemies looted. So bootlegger missions, poacher missions, gang hideouts, all of those are really, really good opportunities to go ahead and get non-player enemies looted. Otherwise, you can just ride around anywhere and pretty much just shoot up Van Horn or even Thieves Landing, and that will actually give you guys a lot of people to go ahead and loot. Now, this might take a couple different of those missions to do that, but it really isn't that hard to do. We got 2 seagulls plucked. Now, let's go ahead and show you guys right where you can actually go ahead and find the seagulls, and that's actually going to be off the islands by roads. This is where I typically find them, on this main island right here. Now, if you just ride around the outside of the island on both sides, you guys will actually be able to find the seagulls, but typically they're right in this area right here. But every once in a while, you can find them pretty much around the entire island. But when I first go out there, I always check here first, and then I start going around the island. All right, that's the seagulls plucked. The next one on the list is going to be visited a shop in Valentine. You can visit any shop. I like going to the butcher in these cases because you never actually have to get off the horse, which is pretty nice. So just ride past the butcher pretty close, and then you can continue on to whatever you're working on. Visited Katora Springs. Katora Springs is going to be way up north. So let's actually go ahead and head up that way. That's actually going to be up here. So your fast travel destination of choice will actually be at the Indian Reservation, and then just ride down this path. And once you actually get about here, you will actually get that Katora Springs daily challenge out of the way. And then just keep in mind that there are typically wolves in this area, so either going down to Katora Springs or even back, you might run into them. And then, what is it, the Moonstone Wolf and also the Onyx Wolf is up in that area, so you might find a legendary wolf up there as well. I found the Onyx Wolf there, and I've also found the Moonstone. I don't think they're supposed to all both be in that area, but I think that's where I found them both. And then we got cleaned 3 weapons with gun oil. Now, you can either purchase this through through the catalog or the general store, or if you've collected it from any of the players that you've looted today, just clean whatever 3 weapons that need to be cleaned in your arsenal. Doesn't matter which 3, just pick and choose. All right, so before we go ahead and move on to the Bounty Hunter role, let's go ahead and show you guys right where you guys can find Madame Nazar for today. And Madame Nazar is actually going to be right outside of Armadillo, which is right where I'm at, which is pretty crazy. But you can find her right here. Armadillo will be your fast travel destination of choice. And just north of here is actually a gang hideout. So if you guys actually chill at Madame Nazar for a little bit and then go north, you guys might be able to get a gang hideout to get those 20 non-player enemies looted. All right, the Bounty Hunter role is going to be 1 bounty hunt complete with 5 or more minutes left. Basically, just do a bounty hunt as fast as you possibly can. We got 3 bounty targets brought in. It doesn't matter from where, just bring them in from anywhere. And then 3 bounty targets lassoed from horseback, so as long as you're on horseback. So what you're going to do is basically pick anywhere you want to do it from. You're going to lasso them, bring them in, and then hopefully one of those you complete it with 5 or more minutes left on the clock. The trader role, we got 20 carcasses donated within a 10-minute period. The best way to do this is with small animal carcasses, in my personal opinion. This is going to be like bats, rats, toads, bullfrogs, chipmunks, any of the squirrels, crows, and any other really small bird. I like to actually hunt for the small birds in the Great Plain or the in New Hanover area. But if you're looking for like the bats, the rats, toads, and bullfrogs, go to the Blue Water Marsh area or Bayou NWA area in the evening to night hours. and that's where you can find a whole bunch of those. We got 3 donated deadly predator carcasses or skins. I like to actually set my camp up in the Blue Water Marsh or NWA area, and then you can actually hunt the alligators. So if you guys are looking for toads either, you might want to grab a couple of the gators, deliver them, and then you can get this one out of the way as well. And then we got 6 large animal carcasses donated to crypts. So this is going to be pretty much anything on the back of the horse, but it's got to be the entire carcass. So alligators, unfortunately, won't count for that. So you can go after like the white-tailed deer, the pronghorn, cougar, panther, things like that. The collector roll, we got 1 antique alcohol drunk. So just go into your satchel and pull up your antique alcohol bottles and then just grab one. If you don't have one, then you can actually go and collect the bottles. Again, those will be a part of cycle number 4. 2 collectibles found with a metal detector. I still think that the lost jewelry, which is already another one that we have to do, or the coins are the best, because coins, every single coin that you do will use the metal detector regardless. And then only it's like 70% of them you are going to find with the metal detector. I believe it's about 70%. That might be inaccurate, but it's about that. If I was to guess, that's where it would be about. And then lost jewelry will be a part of cycle number 6 for today. All right, the Moonshiner roll, we got a distance of 48.27 by Moonshine wagon while on a mission. This is going to be equivalent to 2 deliveries of moonshine. You have to do 2 preferred type anyway. So basically, we're going to make sure you're doing is selling it to anybody but Bert for today. So they guarantee that you're doing it. Make sure that your time is within the next delivery before the people change. Otherwise, if that time is getting really close, don't add any of the flavoring until after that time changes so you can verify who is actually going to be purchasing your moonshine. I hope that makes sense. And then we got 4 moonshine served to other players at a bar. It doesn't even have to be anybody in the same posse. You could randomly invite somebody. You could serve somebody else at their bar. There's a lot of different options for this one. Just serve them, and then once they drink it, all 4 of those, you'll get the credit for that daily challenge. And then last but not least, we got the naturalist roll. We got 7 crafted or cooked at a wilderness camp. I believe this is still free if you actually have your Amazon Prime hooked up to Twitch Prime and then hooked up to your Rockstar Social Club account. Then you can get the wilderness camp completely for free. Otherwise, it's $750. I don't use it that much, to be completely honest, but it's something that you can use, especially if you're looking for a campfire just out in the wilderness, because you always have one. And then we got 3 desert animal samples taken. I like going after the pronghorns in this area, the collared peccaries, or even like the iguanas or armadillos, because you can find those pretty much all over down here. And then we got 2 hardy tonics used when too hot or too cold. Only time that I recommend using any of the tonics through, not Madame Nazar, but through Harriet. And don't even buy the pamphlet. Just do them when you have to do them for the daily challenges, because honestly, you're never really going to use them, in my personal opinion. Plus, I think it's a waste of money, and I think that the ingredients that you need to even craft the tonics is even more of a waste of time. So just purchase them when you need them for the daily challenges, if they're going to be ones that you are going to be participating in. But that is all the daily challenges done, gone over, and covered. If you guys do have any questions regarding anything that we went over in today's episode, by all means, leave a comment down below so that I can do my best to help you guys out. But if you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyable in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.